Over 300 years ago, Eusebio Francisco Kino arrived in America. He was a man of great vision and courage. He blazed trails into unknown territories. He was not only a great humanitarian, but also a scientist, a cartographer, an astronomer, and a man of God. He used his many skills to help people upgrade their lives. He was one of the pioneers of the opening of the American Southwest. Lower California became Father Kino's first mission. No Spanish expedition to this unknown region had yet succeeded. Kino guided the royal troops across this uncharted territory. They hoped these months of arduous travel would lead them to fertile lands, mineral deposits, and more converts to the faith. In the year of our Lord, 1684, at last, they reached the Pacific. Padre Kino was no stranger to this land, where on 3 previous occasions he had tried to establish missions. Always hampered by the stormy seas that made the transportation of supplies from the mainland difficult, he persisted.
I wish we had more time. Time to follow the coast north, to find a bay of some size, a suitable anchorage.
If there was a bay of that sort on the west coast, Drake would have found it. He sailed around this island, you know.
So they say.
And what does that mean?
Nothing, really. Only one of my professors at Ingolstadt said that what we call the Californias are not really islands at all, but a continuation of a larger main body of land. In fact, he thinks it's all a peninsula.
Are you saying, Padre, that your professor back in Ingolstadt knows more about this land than Drake?
I'm not sure yet.
In the peaceful, quiet nights on the Pacific shore, Father Kino pursued his other work, accurately charting the new lands and keeping historical logs for generations to come. The expedition started back to San Bruno on the east coast of Baja California.
Pass the word, we'll make camp here. If we lose many more, we'll all walk back to San Bruno. Look.
Tell them we're their friends.
Tenemos en paz. Tenemos de buena amistad. No tengan miedo.
Bring the gifts.
Well, if we do have to walk back to San Bruno, at least we won't have to carry a lot of heavy packs.
For you.
If Kino runs out of trinkets and toys, he'll find a lance in his gullet.
Kino's a smart fisherman. He uses different bait for different fish.
Take them. I will return to you soon and stay with you.
Retornará en tiempo y se quedará con ustedes.
I will help you sick, and I'll bring you more food.
Les ayudará a sus enfermos y les va a traer más comida.
You'll learn many wonderful things from this book.
Going cut.
He say you bring magic fire?
Yes, I'll bring the magic and other things. I want to bring them everlasting life.
Padre Eusebio, I'm so happy that you've returned safely.
Thank you.
As you can see, things here are in a desperate state. Admiral Atondo, half your men here are sick with scurvy. The fifth man died just this morning.
I'll see to my camp at once.
I've been dreading an outbreak of scurvy.
Not one ship has reached the base in over a month. The last to come brought only flour, beans, and rice.
They still ignore my pleas for live animals, cows, goats. Refresh the sick, and a way to keep the well healthy.
One more thing, Padre. They brought an order for Admiral Atondo. He is to remove all personnel from San Bruno. California is to be abandoned.
Look at this. I've been so busy teaching, I forgot how to learn. Look what they've done. Look. Ferris, look. This little ditch to run the water from one plant to the other. Where'd they learn that?
¿A dónde aprendieron esto?
Por la norte.
From the people inland and to the north.
Ditching of water has been used for thousands of years.
So what does that tell you that you don't already know?
It tells me that the land is not always as dry. There must be a large supply of water available to use this system. Inland we have not yet seen.
Land we may never see.
We must. We cannot abandon these people now. Go north. Go to another place. We cannot give up. Not yet.
Admiral Atondo, a rider has just come from the sea. The sails of the Capitana have been sighted on the horizon. It should be at anchor by sundown.
I'll have the men bring the rest of our material to the beach. We'll start loading aboard at first light. I'm sorry, Padre. When we prayed for the ships, they never came.
Can't blame it on prayer.
I have many things to stow before morning. I'll send some men to help you with yours.
No need, thank you. I'll be taking very little with me. Very little.
I'm Father Mora. I've been with
Father Provincial on his annual inspection of colleges and houses. He told me about your romantic accounts of California. But your story omits the hardships revealed in Admiral Atondo's reports. I believe the Provincial thinks you write as you would like things to be, not as they really are. Perhaps your great zeal to serve God and the King made you write from the heart and not the head. We all show ourselves in the best possible light, don't we?
Check the reports that most affected our duties. I assure you we'll agree at every point.
Kino, good to have you back. I hope your journey was without incident. I see you met Father Mark.
Yes, we've been talking.
By your letters asking for this audience, I know the disappointment that burns in your heart.
I cannot put into words the sickness I feel at being ordered to leave my children of California.
It was impossible to continue the settlement, physically as well as financially.
It's a sin, Your Reverence. A sin to abandon California just when the natives were so eager for conversion.
I had no other choice. There was nothing more I could do. It was out of my hands.
I've compiled a dictionary of their language. Hundreds of words. Words that will build a bridge between our people and the thousands who now live in California.
How can the Provincial convince the Viceroy to try again to establish a mission on an uninhabitable island?
It is not uninhabitable. During last year, just last year, it was excessively dry. But the drought wasn't confined to California. It was also felt here in the mainland. With enough of the right materials, the island can be self-sustaining. There are thousands of souls living in California at this very moment, and somehow, some way, I must return to them.
The Viceroy has 3 ships available in Mazatlan. They're in for repair, but they should be ready to sail in 3 to 4 months. I will request that those ships be made ready for you. Do you really think you can gather enough supplies in that length of time? You'll have next to no funds for your purchases. You'll have to depend on the generosity of other missions. What they can spare will be all you can expect.
I'll begin at once.
I'm only requesting the ships, you understand?
A request from the Provincial is like an order from Spain.
We shall see.
Yes, we shall.
That makes 83 head of cattle, 40 goats, 103 chickens, 20 roosters. You trying to outdo the Ark?
I hope I can get a share of the rain. I can't thank you enough for this.
I'm only returning the many favors that were shown me when I started to build a mission.
Still, I'm most grateful. And my children in California, how wonderful for them. We should have the supplies loaded and ready to ship out in the morning.
Right on the dot, every 6 months.
Buenos dias, padres.
It's for you.
This can't be. It just can't be.
Sorry to inform you that the ships under my command have been ordered to guard our China shipping. You are to return to Guadalajara to receive assignment to missions among the Seri Indians. Your friend Juan Atondo. After all that work, to be blown away like dust.
My poor children. These gifts will not reach them.
The Seri Indians. They are very gentle people, too. You can do much work with them. Much work.
I know I could. These new missions will be in front of California, almost inside of them. There are only 15 leagues of sea to cross at that point. Perhaps I could build a barge. Or a boat.
A boat?
It'd be a great advantage. Let the lands of Sonora feed the missions of California.
Build a boat?
Stop. Over there.
Long way from your church, aren't you, Padre?
What in God's name are you doing?
It's none of your business.
It's very much my business.
In no way, Padre.
Why do you whip these men? Are they criminals?
They ran away from the mine and they must be taken back.
I saw the mine. They had reason to run away. Untie these men.
Padre, you turn them loose, you only have to round them up again. Look, I have a job to do, just as you have. I have to see that so many tons of earth are moved from that mine every day, and they're going to be moved. Look, these men are well fed and sheltered, better than they ever had in their villages.
In their villages, they're free. They're not slaves.
Slaves? Being a little bit dramatic, aren't you, Padre? We all have to work, some harder than others. Is there really that much difference between their working here for us or building missions for you?
If I have to explain the difference, you'd never understand.
Padre, I hope you realize that much of the silver from the mine finds its way into the church.
And that makes it right in God's eyes? Because you give the church some silver?
I don't see you black robes turning down an ounce. Never.
And the truth of that thought makes me sick.
Sick enough to refuse the next shipment?
Sick enough to do something about it. I'm going to see that these conditions are changed.
You do that, Padre. You do that.
It is with deep shame that we must admit that the cruelties which you have listed here have in truth been committed. A decree has just today arrived from His Majesty. It will deal directly with this disgraceful problem.
Father Kino, I'll bring you a copy just as soon as it's prepared. Thank you.
That was quite a sermon, Padre. Quite a sermon.
How many mines had you visited before you concluded they were operated with slave labor? I don't believe the workers are treated as badly as you described.
If the workers are treated kindly, then the law I asked for should not affect them.
The mines contribute great wealth to the church, so that we may carry on God's work.
The silver is taken from God's earth. It's only just that it be used in God's work. Good day.
Padre Kino, I have it. Well, please, Padre, allow me to read it for you. Father Eusebio Francisco Kino. I can tell you, Padre, they have given you everything you asked for, with the exception of the 5-year period you wanted.
Well, without the 5-year period to teach and instruct these Indians, I don't see how we can do our work.
Padre, I have affixed my seal to this document as president of the Royal Audience of Guadalajara. Be it known to all mayors and their lieutenants in all of Sonora that no new converts may be taken or obliged to go in any manner or under any pretext to serve in a mine or hacienda for a period after this baptism of not less than 20 years.
20 years?
Isn't it wonderful, Padre?
It's more than wonderful.
This will put a halt to the abuse of the Indians. But I fear, Padre, that much of that abuse will be directed at you now. There's more. You are to leave as soon as possible and report to Father Cannon in Oposura. From Oposura, you will be assigned your permanent mission. Oposura. That's as far afield as any mission in New Spain. Beyond that, it's truly unknown.
Thank you, Father.
Our Chief Coxey is away. In the far hut, the older one dies. He's asking for a priest. You must come quickly.
Come, fathers, bring my pack. Please.
Padres.
Chief Coxey, I'm glad I arrived in time to anoint and baptize the old one. It was his dying request.
Why you don't baptize me? Must I be dying? It is what I have asked for. Just as I asked you to send me priests to live among us, teachers like missions to the south.
That's right. You did ask for a priest, didn't you?
That is all I have asked for, these many, many years.
I'll be your priest, Chief Coxey. I'll make Kusari my mission headquarters if you wish.
Don't be hasty, Father. There are other sites that may suit you better.
I'll begin here. Here I will build my church. I'll tend the needs of these gentle people.
Chief Coxey, I bring your priest. This is Father Kino.
Father Kino. We have our padre. We have our priest.
tell everyone to come here quickly. This is Father Kino, who has come to be our priest.
We have waited a long time for this. We have been making ready for the day you would come to us. Let me show you. I did not know what to build. I did not know what to do. We built you house. We built you little altar. I only hope you like. Let me show you. Come. Come all! Everyone!
You've done beautifully. This will do just fine. A name. I must decide on a name. I name as advocate of this mission Nuestra Senora de los Dolores, and pray that Our Lady of Sorrows will watch over us, help us, and protect us at all times. In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. In Filio Deo omnipotente, Beata Maria, Semper Virgine, Beata Michaela Angelo, Beata Dona Registe, Sanctus Apostolus Pedro, Paula Armin, Sanctus, et tibi fora crucis Domini, Stazione Virgo, et opere mea popolo.
Listen to me. I speak truth. This is God of black robe. They worship God of torture. They speak love. This is God they want you to follow. They make you work hard on fields, carried stones, or they will kill you like this. Do not listen to lies black robes speak. Do not let them destroy our gods who brings the sun, rain. Go. You are not wanted here. We do not want to be Christians.
Do you speak for the people of Remedios?
We do not want our village destroyed. You kill with your holy oils.
A dying man was anointed. The holy oils did not kill him. You know that.
We are hanged for no reason. And the soldiers who murder my people and burn village were not punished. You make us work hard planting your fields, building your church, that we do not have time to plan for ourselves.
The food that is grown at the mission is for all of us, all the people. The church is our church. Everyone is welcome.
You make lie on paper. You do not have words that protect Indians. Go from my village. Stay away from my people.
Father Kino. Yes. I'm making myself at home here.
Please do.
I am Father Juan Salvatierra. I have been sent by our Father Provincial to inspect the missions of the North. And I come as a visitor general.
Yes?
I have but recently returned from a year's stay in the Tarahumara. There was a native uprising there last year. 2 missionaries were murdered.
Yes, I heard.
You see, we have found, Father, that trouble sometimes breeds miles away. And then suddenly it strikes. First thing tomorrow, I want to see Remedios.
Remedios?
Yes. Any objections?
Well, none at all, Father.
Only what?
To be truthful.
Well, by all means, let's be truthful.
For some reason, most of the Indians who oppose the church have somehow gravitated to the village of Remedios. Now here, or in San Ignacio...
We'll go first to Remedios. Would you be so kind as to assist me at the evening service?
Be happy to, Father. Father Salvatierra, this is Chief Coxey.
All people in my village want to be Christian. Not like devils in Remedios. They're very bad people. They never be Christian.
That remains to be seen, Chief Coxey. Father Salvatierra is going to celebrate Mass now. Will you please gather the people for the service?
You watch. I ring bell, they all come. You could ring bell all day in Remedios. If one devil come, he come to steal bell.
Please, Chief Coxey, ring the bells.
Remedios, a village of devils? Tomorrow should be a most interesting day.
Order.
What is it?
Order.
What is it? Could be some hungry natives that tried to buy a fire, but they don't move much by night.
Could they be Apache?
They'd be here by now if they were Apache.
They're just standing there. What do they want?
They'll get around to it.
They are from village of Remedios. They say Apache attacked their village.
Then we must help them.
Help those devils.
Bring them into the village, give them some food, and tell them we will help them.
But Father Kino, you know what the people of Remedios are like.
I know we must help them. Now bring them in.
Bring them here. Your soldiers will come, fight Apache with my people?
Yes, they'll come. And so will I.
It's not necessary for you to come with us, Father.
I'm a Christian too, you know.
Do not fire. Wait. Just wait. Let me speak to them. Do not fire. Just wait.
wait.
Peace! Peace! Apache warriors, do not attack! The Pimas are armed. The soldiers are armed only for protection. If you do not attack, there will be no killing. Peace, I beg you!
Now hand your rifles to the Pimas. Hand your rifles to the Pimas. Now this is what'll happen to you if you ever again attack this village. Let him go. Let him go back to his people. Let him tell them what he saw.
You were described to me as that ambitious padre and the quarrelsome natives in his charge. I must confess that when I first came to Dolores, I was troubled. There are so many conflicting reports. Some said that priests weren't needed, that there were very few Indians in Pima country. Another story to reach the ears of the provincial was that they cannot learn, so it was useless to send missionaries to them.
You know, such stories aren't just misinformation, they're deliberate lies.
Yes, they are lies. I have never seen a more pleasant people or a more productive land.
You know, it has long been my wish to grow enough grain, raise enough cattle to supply the people in California.
California? You mean the island of California?
I was forced to abandon the mission in San Bruno. Success in Sonora can mean new life for the church in California.
Yes, but how could you transport enough grain and cattle to so far a place?
I was thinking of building a boat.
A boat? Oh. Have you ever built a boat?
Many years ago, I watched some men building a boat.
You watched some men building a boat?
Yes. I can do it, too, and I will. Unless they determine that California is a peninsula.
California? A peninsula?
It's just a theory.
Yes. I'll be in Guadalajara in 2 months. Is there anything I can send you?
There's so many things we lack. I'm concerned about your report to the provincial.
My report? Not only shall the removal of any of your 4 priests not be considered, but 4 more will be recommended. By the divine grace, I shall try to be one of them.
I hope so. Thank you,
Father. A boat?
Father Kino?
I'm Father Kino.
I'm Captain Juan Monje, a nephew of General Domingo Cruzat. He's appointed me the civil and military authority for this region. My orders also state that I'm to accompany you and to protect... What the hell are you doing here?
Building a boat.
Building a boat? Here?
Yes. We're going to sail it to California.
Sail it to California? From here? There's no water here.
We'll haul it to the coast section by section, assemble it there, then sail it to California.
Building a boat 100 leagues from the sea. That is amazing. Amazing.
It's only 60 leagues to the shore.
Well, what do you plan to use it for?
We want to bring some food and supplies to the natives of California.
Well, to cross the open seas in such a craft, it must be over 100 leagues.
From Guamas, it's only 75.
What seems to be the most pressing problem?
They are, or could be.
My men? I don't understand.
Well, to the natives, all soldiers are alike. And some of these soldiers, you know Captain Solis?
There's only one Captain Solis.
Well, there was a raid on a small Spanish ranch. A few horses were stolen. Captain Solis rode into the Pima village, saw racks of meat drying, and thought they were the guilty ones. So he had his men track down the Pimas like wild animals and killed several of them. Later it was found they were not guilty. They knew nothing about the stolen horses. But they did know that the soldiers had killed their people, and for no reason.
That is unfortunate. But Captain Solis is a brave man and a good soldier. After all the Apache massacres he's seen, you can understand his desire for revenge.
I do not see the killing of innocent Pimas as revenge for an Apache massacre. I most certainly do not.
You have a point. But it's not always easy to catch the truly guilty after such a raid.
But we must do just that. One soldier treats the natives like beasts, and all who hear it are angry and suspicious. Another thinks of them as his brother, with a soul like his own. As a result, we can convert the entire tribe and bring peace to the nation.
Well, be assured, Padre, your interests are my interests. Bring me one of those staffs in my pack. I've brought along some staffs that I'll give to the leaders. They're symbols of authority. We'll help them to rule with fairness and justice for the whole village and to the people of other villages.
Well, that's a start. But we really need more tools, like hoes, plows, you know.
These natives you speak of in California, what makes them so special?
Every person's special.
Well, yes, but I mean gathering all this food and then building a boat to take it across the water.
Well, I lived with those people for over a year. I had to abandon them and the mission to San Bruno because we had no provisions.
Are they Pima too?
No, they're not Pima, but they're just as friendly.
And these natives don't mind working like this to send food to people of a different tribe?
The Pimas are very generous.
Well, how do you account for the fact they fight among themselves?
Some still do, that's true, but it's changing.
Padre, look over there. Looks like a grass fire.
There's a small ranch in that direction, just south of Tupatama. They might need help.
Well, if that is a grass fire, we might need help.
Who did this?
We tell soldier, we fight Apache. But he say we kill white man. Now they will come back. They will beat us all.
No one will beat you, or any of you people. These soldiers are friends of the Pimas. Now take this man. Tend to his wounds. I'll be with him shortly. Looks like we might have another Captain Solis to deal with.
We may indeed have the Captain Solis.
Terrible thing they've done to you. But you must remember it was one man who did this. One man. You must not strike out at all of us who are your friends because of the brutal action of one man.
The soldier who beat me is a Christian. Around his neck he wears a cross for all to see. A Christian did not believe my word. A Christian put fire to my house.
I don't know how to explain this, but some Christians are not Christian.
I regret that such an unkind thing should be done to you by one of His Majesty's soldiers. But I will investigate it personally, and I will see to it that all the facts are brought to the attention of General Fuente. Temu, as leader of the people of this village, I bestow upon you this symbol of authority.
I give you my word that such a thing will not happen to you again.
Your word as a Christian.
Yes. My word as a Christian.
That Kino, going about his business as though nothing has happened. He worked over a year on that boat of his at Caborca, only to be ordered to stop building and abandon the idea.
Well, he's so happy more priests have been assigned to Pimaria Alta that I think he's forgotten about his boat.
Kino won't forget.
The Senator Grander, Rio Santa Maria. They have very fertile land up north.
Now, Father, to our business at hand. We still have 5 possible locations for missions, but only 2 priests.
3.
Thank you. I'm sorry to be so late. I hope you'll forgive me. I took the wrong trail. I'm Father Francisco Saeta. I'm to report to Father Cannon.
I'm Father Cannon. This is Father Aguilar, Father Kino.
Yes, Father Kino and I have met. I'm so happy to be here. I've waited so long for a chance to really do something.
Good. We have just been trying to determine whether a new missionary would be more needed at San Caetano, San Ambrosio del Tucubavia, or at Father Kino's dependent mission in Caborca.
If I might suggest that people from Caborca, they work so hard to build their church, but they have no priest.
Caborca is our westernmost station. It might be too far from the more established missions.
Well, that's true, Father, but I think we could start a mission there if they had a priest. Then the people from the village would move to the mission site to live and work.
Very well, then. Caborca it is. And I put Father Saeta in your charge. I want you to see that he has everything he needs for the church, his house, furniture, tools, seed, livestock. Well, you know.
Thank you. You are so kind, so very kind. I brought some things of my own. Look. My mother made this. I've been saving it to wear at my first Mass in the church where I'll be assigned.
Well, with a lot of hard work, that day might not be too far off.
Good. I love hard work. Father?
If young Saeta loves work, Kino should make him a very happy man.
Water is no problem in Caborca. You can sink a well anywhere around that riverbed. But you need trees for your orchards.
Trees? We're going to carry trees?
Just little trees to start with.
Oh, that'll be wonderful, Father.
You'll need help from the men of this village to help you get started. For one, this is Father Saeta. We're taking him to Caborca.
Caborca? We will see the boat?
The boat?
Yes, you'll see the boat.
What boat?
Just a boat.
Is this the boat?
It almost was.
I'm so happy to be here. Come. Come. This is for you. Everything I have is for you. Oh, Padre, they're wonderful. Thank you. How long can I keep them enthused like this?
They'll keep you enthused.
Thank you, Padre. Thank you for my family, Padre. Come, children, come with me. Come.
See that you've come to Tubutama. Father Daniel will see that you and your people are well fed and housed.
I should be in my own field, with my own people.
This is your land as much as anyone's. Father Daniel?
Padre Kino.
Thanks for the plans.
You're welcome. Now, this is very strange for him and his people. He was badly beaten last year by soldiers, and he's still suspicious of everyone.
I know. I've been trying to talk with him. He didn't come here of his own free will. His people were starving. They had to come just to survive. I'm doing all I can.
Well, you are.
Must you be leaving so soon? You've just arrived.
I want to be in Dolores by morning.
Thanks again, Padre.
Good to see you again.
Yes, I was told I would find you here.
Are things going well in Caborca?
Very well, Father. Very well indeed. There are many things we still need, but God has been good to us.
I hope to see it soon.
Goodbye, Padre. Thank you.
You'll do. Back to work. I said back to work.
You cannot treat us like this, like slaves. Padre Daniel said,
I'll tell you what Padre Daniel said. Padre Daniel said you might cause me trouble. Padre Daniel told me what to do about it.
We will burn the church. We will burn its writings of lies. We will go downriver. I know where there is another Padre.
You're all really good. I have something for you. Come on, look. You know who this is? Huh? Who?
Jesus.
He died for us, you know that. Do you know why? Why?
Why sin?
Yes. This is for you, darling. You know something?
What?
You're beautiful. Now, let's see if you remember. The Our Father. We hold the first beat, huh? Let me see. Our Father,
Our Father,
who art in heaven,
who art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Father! Father! What is it? What is it? They attacked the mission at Tumbatama. They burned the church. They killed Antonio.
Are you sure? Are you sure of this?
Yes, I'm sure.
Father Daniel. What the Father Daniel?
We do not know.
One moment. One moment.
Take this to Father Kino as quickly as possible. Go now. Please be careful. God go with you. You startled me for a moment. I had my mind on something else. It's so good to see you here again. Have you decided to join us here at Caborca? What is it? What do you want?
I want you dead. I want all Christians dead.
Why? Why?
honor from your mission has deeply unsettled me. With the news that the Hokomes have attacked the mission at Tubutama and killed young Juan. For God's sake, dear Father, please do not lose me from your sight. I should never have left him alone so far from protection. He asked me again and again for more assistance. But I failed him.
Father.
We come with a message for you, Father. I'm sorry to intrude on this unhappy occasion. The provincial is very unhappy about the Pima uprising. He has ordered soldiers to move into Pima land to punish the evildoers.
Soldiers?
Under the command of Captain Solis.
Solis?
Found Father Saeda's remains. We buried him. The church was burned to the ground. The altar ornaments and statues were either smashed or carried off. The livestock was either killed or stolen. Father Saeda seemed to hide this with his body.
The Lord knows how to draw good from evil. Those responsible for the taking of this life must be sought out, and they must pay for their deed. But in our haste for justice, we must be sure that only the guilty are punished. If we allow a slaughter of revenge, we will have lost all the work we have done these many years. We will have lost this land and its people for our lifetime. Thank you all for coming. You've done the right thing. There's nothing to be afraid of. So just stay where you are.
Pass the word. No one is to escape. If anyone does, the man responsible dies in his place. You know what to do. Morning, Padre. I'm Captain Solis.
I somehow thought you'd be smaller.
They've come to turn over their criminals. Most likely they're all criminals if the truth were known.
On the contrary. Those who actually did the killings are not with this group. They consider their crimes to be so horrible that they cannot be in this company.
Well, then these are your altar boys, who only joined the rebellion because they had nothing better to do that day. Do you take me for a fool?
Bind their hands. Behind them. Stupid thing to do. Could have been killed.
Would one more death have made any difference? Are you mad? Are you insane?
Now, this uprising has been put down for good. This show of force will give these natives something to think about. They'll never forget it.
You can be sure of that. They won't forget.
We'll scour this land until every rebellious native is either dead or so afraid they'll never think of striking out against anyone.
You know so little of the Pima mind. Violence is foreign to this people, and they are slow to anger. But from this atrocity, you will see the natives live with hatred in their hearts. And if you have the stomach to stay in this land, you will witness a frontier ablaze. They will not be avenged till every mission and every ranch building is put to the torch, till every Spaniard and every Christian is dead or driven from the land. If that is what you wanted, Captain Solis, you have indeed accomplished it.
Let's leave this place and head south. The longer we wait, the larger their numbers become.
Where are your men, Captain?
Dead. Or worse. You're right. Natives did come out of nowhere. There isn't a ranch or a church north of here that hasn't been burned to the ground. Now I fear I've led them directly to your mission. If we can have fresh horses, we'll be out of here.
You're welcome to fresh horses, or you're welcome to stay.
If we're not here, they may not attack.
You were not at all the missions they struck. If they decide to come here, they'll come.
The Pimas have burned many missions to the north, but they've never come to Kokospra or Remedios. Those are your missions, Padre. They have not destroyed your missions. Do you know what that means? They still have faith in you. You might still be able to talk to them.
After leading their people into a trap, why would they listen to me now?
They didn't follow Captain Solis here. What other reason would they have for turning back?
You think there's a chance?
You must try.
Well, I have to present some authorities to them. Someone I can trust as well as the Pimas.
General Lafuente is at the Presidio. If he could sign an order.
No, I don't need a signed order. I need the general.
I'll leave right away.
Ask General Lafuente if he'll meet with the Pima chief in 10 days. We'll meet here in Dolores. He can ride here with an escort, but he must talk to the Pimas alone.
I'll do all I can, Father.
Captain Solis will ride with you. I'm sure he'll give the general a full report.
Chief Tumanek, I bring you Father Kino. He has important words for you.
I know, Kino. You baptized my son before he died. You were to come back to us. You did not come back. Why you come now?
I've come to try to stop the killing between the Pima and the army. We want all to live in peace.
Your army killed many in our village, burned our fields and homes. We run to hide in the hills. But Kino, we run no more. We will join our brothers to fight the soldiers, to drive them from our land.
The soldiers who came to your village have already been driven from the land, never to return.
Chief, the Pima nations must not allow one cruel, bad man to turn brother against brother.
We've talked to the general of the army, the chief of all the soldiers. We've asked him to meet with the chiefs of the Pima nation. He wants to tell the chiefs that never again will his soldiers fight the Pima. Never again will he let his soldiers ride through a Pima village and kill and burn.
This chief of the soldiers, this general, is surrendered to Pimas?
You might say that.
This chief of the army, this general, will meet with us alone with no soldiers, no guns?
No soldiers, no guns.
I will send my runners to tell all the people to the north and to the far west to come to the Mission Dolores for the surrender of your army to the Pima nation.
Well, now we understand that the word surrender means that we will live in peace. We will work together and help each other.
Surrender, peace. Good. Understand.
Lafuente, I am so glad you could come, and that you have indeed come alone.
I have come alone the last mile, Father. 300 men are just over the hill. Now, what is this all about?
Did Captain Solis tell you what happened?
Yes, he did. Captain Solis was ordered to duty on the Apache border. Now, what is this? What am I expected to do?
Well, I don't quite know how to explain this to you, General, but you're expected to surrender.
Surrender?
No, wait, General. Please understand. To the Pimas, surrender means no fighting, no more killing. Peace.
It does, huh?
Yes, you see, I've had such a little time to explain our language to them that if we make fun of their understanding, they will be highly offended.
They will, huh? But surrender, it just means peace?
Chief Temenek, this is General Lafuente, leader of the entire army. He comes to talk to you and listen to you. He comes alone. General Lafuente wants surrender as much as you do.
It is true. You want surrender.
Yes, I want surrender. I have wanted surrender for a long time. I only ask that those who commit crimes, murder or the burning of mission property, be punished.
It is good you want surrender. We are tired of fighting. We are tired of seeing our little ones hungry. We are tired of hiding in the mountains. We grieve for the 80 men killed by the soldiers. And we also grieve for the padre who was murdered. We want peace.
Peace? You said peace. I thought you said that you could... General.
We will search out and find the murderers and bring them back alive, those who are still at large. If they are dead, we bring back their heads. We will help rebuild the missions, and we want the padres to return.
You have my word, the soldiers will never kill or harm you in any way again. Every soldier under my command will spend every effort to protect you against your enemy, the Apache. We want peace as much as you do. Father Kino?
General. Monto?
You taught them our language better than you thought, Father.
Thank you, Chief Temenek. I will visit your village soon.
Que no.
What a surprise to see you here. I just rode by General Lafuente and all the soldiers in the world. I asked him what was going on. He just smiled and said if I were going to Dolores, I'd find out. Just what is going on?
Well, General Lafuente has promised that the Pimas will be left in peace. But that's a long story.
Say, you joined a new order?
Oh. One of the Pimas gave me these. Tell me, Father, what brings you here?
Oh, I have some news that I thought best I deliver myself rather than have you read it in a letter.
Oh? Is it good news or bad?
Oh, it's good news, really, but you might not think so.
Well, please, Father, tell me what it is.
I told you they were ready to reopen the missions to California.
Yes.
Well, I'm to leave this month. I told them it was your project, yours alone.
What are you saying, Father?
The provincial has ordered me to take 3 priests and go to California. As I say, I told them it was your project. The years of work you've put in, but he says you're needed far more here in the P. Maria Alta. I did everything I could. I'm truly sorry. I wanted to be the one to tell you.
Thank you. I'm glad you did. I would have liked nothing better than to go with you to California. But I'm sure the provincial has thought this out fully. I'll do all I can here to keep you in supplies.
I'm sure you will.
Father Kino, they are ready to leave. They want to thank you.
Thank you. Thank all of you. Have a safe journey to your homes. Goodbye. God bless you all. This is a vocabulary list I made up of the language of the natives of California.
Oh?
Might be of some help to you.
I'm sure it will.
Tell them I think of them always and remember them in my prayers.
I'll write often and keep you informed of our progress. Bye.
Bye.
What is it? What is it? Are you hurt?
Look at these shells.
Yes, I see them, Padre. What about them?
Well, don't you see how much alike they are? The shell I have from the Pacific shore, it's just like these. It's bigger, but it's just like them. Well, don't you understand? If these shells did find their way east by land, that means we can go west. West to California by land.
California by land?
Yes. I must hurry and talk to those natives. I must find out where they found these shells. Dare I travel that far?
Lesser men would have crumbled under the hardships and disappointments that Father Kino suffered in his 27 years of unending sacrifice and dedicated work. He gave of himself freely and generously. He came to a desert and its forsaken people. Where there was despair, he brought hope. Where there was strife, he brought peace. Where there was darkness, he brought the light of faith. He spread the word of God far and wide, bringing the promise of life everlasting. The greater the sacrifice, the higher his mission to glory.